Hello and welcome to Tasha's take on the fashion of the Bachelorette. We are here tonight because Katie Thurston posted a plea on her Instagram asking for advice on what she should wear to the Men Tell All. So I'm Tasha Courtney. This is Dave Neal, my fiance.
Hello, everybody.
And we are here to be Katie's fashion fairy godmothers and hopefully give her some good advice on what she should wear.
And of course, whatever I say, just don't take the advice. But I do have some outfits I liked that she wore that I think might be good for her. And also, this video idea was recommended by one of your subscribers.
Thank you.
So it's always great when people recommend what they want us to talk about. So this was the tweet. Let me get rid of the Tasha graphic here. I'm in bed. This is, of course, from Katie Thurston. I'm in bed at 12:30 thinking, what should I wear to Men Tell All? Send some ideas since y'all know this girl struggles in that category. No, she doesn't. She's being kind.
No, yeah, she doesn't struggle. She does really well. She looks great in everything she wears. But I get it. It's really hard to pick out outfits. I stress about it every time I get an invitation to go anywhere, to a birthday party, to a fancy dinner. It's tough. It's not always as simple as just throwing on an outfit. You've got to think about it.
Now, and you know, the stakes are even higher because the Men Tell All is essentially all of her exes
in one room.
Every guy that she, for one reason or another, either sent them off or they went off on their own.
What I was thinking when she posted this. It's like, well, what you are going to wear depends on the message you're trying to send. I mean, there's a really good chance. We're assuming that she is engaged to one of the guys and she's in a very happy relationship and everything's going wonderful. But these are all real relationships. We see it every season. These people fall in love with multiple contestants.
Yeah.
And I'm sure there's going to be a little bit of heartbreak in that room, even if she's in a happy relationship. You always want to look like $1 million. You always want your ex to feel like he missed out. There's nothing worse than like bumping into your ex at the grocery store when you're like wearing your sweatpants.
You want to guarantee you're going to see your ex at the grocery store, have a zit, and wear your worst outfit.
No makeup. Yeah, exactly. So, she wants to look like $1 million for this setting.
Now, this is the Men's Tell All from a few years ago, but if you just did a random Google generator of random Men's Tell All, they look exactly like this. Just a bunch of happy-go-lucky guys not wearing socks. So let's get right into it. So this is what Katie wore to Jimmy Kimmel. Mm-hmm. I think this is a good look as far as like sexy, kind of cocktail hour.
I do not know what this dress is, but my guess is that this is a Hervé Leger bandage dress.
Really?
Yeah.
I have no idea if it's Hervé Leger.
It may be, it may not be, but this is a classic bandage dress.
But do you think this would be a good fit for her to wear?
Yes, absolutely.
Is this a mini dress?
Yeah.
Okay.
It's almost to her knee. It might be knee length when she stands up. It's probably squishing up a little bit because she's sitting down. But yeah, there's lots of ways she could go with this. Obviously, she wants to look super classy, but she wants to look smoking hot. Let's be real. Yeah. She wants to look
class out
red
the window.
hot. And she can do that by wearing something that's super bodycon. And this is a perfect example of a bodycon dress. It's
bodycon for conscience? What does bodycon mean?
Body conscious.
Oh, body conscious.
Not conscience.
No,
conscience is
okay. Well, that's her
Jiminy
inside
Cricket.
one. You're like, do you like me? Do you still like me? I know I dumped you under a pergola, but do you still like me?
But yeah, it's gonna hug every curve. It's gonna really suck her in. Like that's a way to really come out va-va-voom hourglass.
Also, the amount of the posture you need in these dresses. Do you think about this when you put a dress on? You literally, when I'm at home, I'm bent over.
But she's on TV.
That's what I'm saying.
She's gonna be sitting up straight.
But that's not her natural energy.
In Hollywood Secrets, the wardrobe stylist probably is setting out 3 pairs of Spanx for her, just not because she needs it, but because that's how it works in Hollywood.
Yeah.
Multiple Spanx when you're doing a big red carpet event.
Well, speaking of Spanx, I've got the last 4 Bachelorettes here. This is Kaitlyn Bristow's Women Tell All. I'll show you Hannah, Tayshia, and Rachel Lindsay.
This is a Men Tell All.
I'm sorry, Men Tell All. And look at the women in the back. By the way, I love stills. I love the women in the background. They just couldn't be happier. Sex positive, go get them, girl. They're just, and then of course Chris Harrison.
Can we just take a second before you move on to all the rest of the outfits? I would love to just take a second and look closely at her outfit here. So she's wearing a mini dress, but it's got a high neck. So she's a little more conservative in her choice. Like, yes, it's a mini. Yes, it's bodycon. It's very like sparkly and embellished.
But does the neck? Well, you're saying, but this could be kind of like bondagey, sexy. It's
a mock neck. I mean, it's very covered. Obviously, it has the mesh detailing of the low V in the middle.
Obviously,
but. It's
say obviously.
Conservative. It's not like it would. This would be a completely different dress if it didn't have the little mock neck and if it didn't have any mesh in that V. I mean, just imagine if it was just a little short sleeve with nothing here. That's a completely different message. So I feel like the message that she was sending on her men tell all was like, yes, I'm hot, but I am taken.
She also, and of course, that relationship didn't work out. Happily engaged now, but boy, have the tides turned with these two. I mean, actually, there she is like, I'm going to take your job. And not that it was her choice, but good for her. I'm happy for her. But in this moment, Katie Thurston looks up to Kaitlyn Bristowe because she, of course, had sex before the fantasy suite. And like they made this huge deal about it. And she was like, what's the big deal? This is ridiculous. So this was like her first kind of live, I think, appearance since then, which is kind of a big deal. So I wouldn't be surprised if Katie Thurston sort of emulates.
Take some inspo from Kaitlyn.
Absolutely. And I also expect it to be less of a live, we won't have a live audience, I'm imagining, or it'll be a very intimate crowd. So we'll show you Tayshia's, which was done with no audience. You ready for the next one?
Yeah.
All right. So next we have, okay, so here's Tayshia. And of course, this was also Claire. Claire never got her men tell all, I believe. Claire just kind of bounced with Dale, like they were gone. So Tayshia took the men's kind of tell all here. But what can you tell me about this dress?
Doesn't this dress remind you of the dress that Katie Thurston wore in her episode last week? The short sleeve, little silver mini skirt faux wrap dress. I mean, it has a lot of the same detail. It's a little different, but this is long sleeves. Yeah, she looks stunning in this.
Do you think she looks good in this?
I do.
I don't love the dress, but I'm also, like I said, I'm such a basic, I have no idea what's fashionable. It looks like when you accidentally tuck into your underwear. That's what it looks like happened right here.
So
she went to the bathroom and came back, and then now she's got.
The trend so far is slightly leaning on the conservative side for the men tell all. I mean, if we were looking at Kaitlyn's dress and then now this dress, it's got sleeves. Yes, it has the V neckline, but it's not it's not down to her belly button. It's a mini dress, but it's got the wrap detailing, so it's a little bit longer on the one side with just like a hint of leg at the princess point.
What's the princess point? What are these words you said? The princess point.
You know, it's funny. I got commenters being like, Dave acts like girls don't know what this means, but girls do know what this means.
Leave a comment. Do you know what princess point means? Where's the prince point? What's that?
There's no prince point.
That's when a guy looks at a princess point too hard, and now he's got a prince point.
The princess point is basically like 2 lines straight down your body. So you do like there's princess seam detailing. There's princess darts. And princess just basically means like right straight on the front of the thigh in the context that I'm speaking about.
Okay. All right. Well, you know, the more you know, you learn something new every day. My theory now that we're talking about this is that the men's tell all, they wear mini dresses because they're sitting down. So they get to cross their legs. You know what I mean? Like if you even look at like Katie Thurston, Katie Thurston right here, it's like can you wear a long dress? She's
crossing her ankles. That's how the queen does it.
Oh, is the queen?
Not crossing your legs.
She doesn't cross the princess point. Did I use the term right?
No.
Okay, so do you want to move on?
Yeah, let's move on. Let's see another one.
So Hannah Brown.
Okay.
Sort of similar with the one. This would be, I would say,
asymmetrical hem.
Of course, I was going to say asymmetrical hem. But this is showing off the shoulders. Mm-hmm. And so would you call this more conservative or less conservative?
I would say that this is the least conservative of the options that we've seen so far because there is a lot more skin showing at her shoulder and neckline. Yeah, it's got a little bit of a longer length with the asymmetrical hem. And it's a classic black. So, I don't know that I would necessarily call this conservative, but I would call it a little classic.
When you're looking at body types, which is not to objectify, but if someone like you had mentioned, and it'll be in a future video of ours talking about Tayshia having a larger chest. What does that do to what the type of dress you want her to wear? Well,
obviously any girl is going to want to show off their best features. So, and everybody knows their own body best, but like Tayshia has really long, really slim legs. She's got long, skinny arms. She does have a larger chest, but she dresses for her body type so impeccably. I mean, she knows when she wants to show it off, she knows how to show it off. When she wants to be a little more conservative, she knows how to be a little more conservative. But we need to do another video just on Tayshia's taste and her fashion, because she dresses beautifully.
Yeah, so you guys are going to want to subscribe and hit the like button. Tasha's got a Tayshia Adams video coming up right after this one, so make sure you're subscribed if you aren't already. She blew through 1,000. Congratulations, Tasha.
Thank you so much.
Blew through 1,000 subscribers in less than a week.
Thank you, guys.
So thank you guys for all the support over there. The more you watch, the more Tasha gets to buy the shoes, and I don't have to.
Leave me your comments. I really enjoy leaving comments. Let me know what you want to see. Let me know what you want to comment on. I appreciate you guys sending in this video idea. Otherwise, I wouldn't have even thought of it.
Yeah, we're watching your channel evolve in real time. You know, you were just going to make fashion recap videos, and now everyone's like, tell us about your hair. Who are you wearing, Tasha?
It's very collaborative, the channel.
Tell us who you're wearing. Let me get rid of this graphic here.
Now?
Yeah,
This dress is from Co, and it's a little, my hair's in the way, but it's a little like asymmetrical cowl neck dress.
Oh, I was going to call it a cowl neck. That's the one word. Where's your princess point? What's going on?
There's no princess seams in this dress. It's cut on the bias.
Are these mushrooms?
It's very like body hugging.
Is that a mushroom or a shrimp?
It's a lady. It's a lady wearing a hat.
I thought that was one of those little skinny mushrooms. Very nice. And I'm wearing Zara. No one cared. You know what I like about this jacket though is it only costs like $50. It's denim, but it's got elastic to it. So there's a little bit of stretch to it.
Denim.
Yeah, it's like a nice jacket here. And of course with a Hurley t-shirt,
got a little spandex.
I have to say. And by the way, these aren't sponsors or anything. Hurley is the most comfortable t-shirt. Get your guy a Hurley t-shirt. I mean,
you love a Hurley t-shirt.
$30, but these last like years longer than a $10 t-shirt. You know, there's something to be said about good fabric and like, getting something that lasts. Now, back to them. I digressed. So that was Hannah Brown. And then the last that we have here of our bachelorettes was Rachel Lindsay here. Now, this is
a cute dress. Do you have a full body picture?
Do I have a full body? Your boy came through. Full body right here. What do you want to see? You want me to zoom in on this at all?
So you can see this has princess point detailing. Those little lines.
That's what
the
this right here.
Vertical lines. Yeah,
this
down.
is princess point.
Not the diagonal ones, but the two on the outside and the front and the back. Those are princess point.
So like this right
trims.
here.
No, one over.
Oh, okay, right in the center.
No, not in the center.
Oh, on the side. Side.
The one that's just like in the front along like the thighs
Got
and
you.
the booty. That's over the booty.
This is like when you're in algebra and your teacher's like, do you understand now? And you're like, yeah. And then you walk away going, I have no idea what you're talking about. So she's stunning. She's got, what do you know about the shoes? Like, what are we talking
I
here?
don't know anything about the shoes.
But as far as the style goes, because this is similar to what Kaitlyn wore on Katie Thurston's opening night. No?
Can we go back and see everyone else's shoes?
Shoes might be tough.
All right. She has an ankle strap. Let's see the next one.
Ankle strap's sexy.
I'm telling you, I think they're going to purposefully wear an ankle strap for this because there's like walking out, stepping up onto the stage.
Let's see what they dress Katie in.
And the last thing you want to do is ankle strap.
Bingo.
The last thing you want to do is lose your shoes. You got to scroll up. They can't see.
Oh, sorry. That's as far as it goes. I got to redo it here.
Okay, too bad.
So
let's see the next one.
Let's see. Tayshia.
Ankle strap.
Look at you.
So listen. Red carpet events.
Egyptian style toes, by the way.
Runway. I don't care. Runway shows. Any sort of important thing, live television.
Where you're going to have your photo taken?
Where you're going to have to walk and talk and not look at the ground or take steps. You need to wear a shoe with an ankle strap.
Oh, you're saying because if you don't have the ankle strap.
You will trip.
Why is that?
The ankle strap just adds like one more point of contact for your shoe to stay on your foot. If you're wearing just like a basic pump, there's a good chance that like your feet could get sweaty and like you walk out of your shoe, which is going to cause you to like either trip or stumble. And so you just, it's there she is. She's wearing an ankle strap.
So this is for Rachel Lindsay to run away from Peter Krause. It's an old joke. We're going back in time. Yeah, very nice. Very nice. And is this, by the way, is this her heel?
That's the heel.
That's so tiny. Have you ever snapped a heel before?
I am not sure that I have.
Do you ever see in New York City they'll do like a bride to be race and they'll have women running in their heels down the street to like win like a free dress or something?
I think most people, I mean, do they have to wear heels? I think probably most people who are really serious about winning would just wear sneakers.
No, you got to wear heels. Yeah,
I have definitely seen like people break off their heels, but it's breaking off your heel does not turn a heel into a flat. Well, that's a myth in the movie.
But if you ever need to like, start a fire, you could, run. Okay, I don't know. But this, all right. So then, and then of course, like I said before, we have the other angle here. So,
but I prefer the coloring in the previous photo. So I want to look at that photo. Yeah, you can really see. Now this is a bit of a bolder choice. This is
because there's no straps above her dress, or what?
I mean, obviously she's covered. She's not like too va-va-voom or anything, but it's a bodycon, a very tight form-fitting mini dress, completely bare up here because it's a corset type top. So it's just, this is obviously skin tight. She's not going anywhere. Two people help zipped her up.
Yeah, they got to put a knee on her and just grab her. How do you define corset? Is it just the stitching in the back that holds it, or just the hard?
Well, if you go back to that other stylist photo.
Guys, this will be on the test. We got Princess P and corset.
You can see that there are bust cups, and scroll over.
Left.
There's an underwire.
Oh, that's this right here.
And boning probably in the bodice portion of her dress. So it's very structured, and it's designed to hold you in just in the same way that a corset would.
Very structured zone A that we have there.
And all that embellishment in zone A is so beautiful. And if you go back to the studio photo, you can really appreciate the colors on all of that floral embellishment. I think this is really fun. She probably made the boldest choice, I think.
Oh, you think so?
Of the previous Men Tell All outfits.
She had a rough Men Tell All. I mean, here's Dean. She dumps him. He moves into a van. Then she's got Peter. She dumps him, and he's like, you'll never have, you'll never be good without me. I mean, she had Lee, the guy with the racist tweets. I mean, they really threw it at her here, but she's happy now.
Boy, that feels like a million years ago.
It feels like a million years ago. She's 35 or something. Yeah. I actually ran into Rachel on Halloween. Did I ever tell you that story?
No.
Yeah, I literally bumped into her. It was West Hollywood. We were filming Hollywood Posers, and she smiled at me, and I was like, "Oh, she seems like a nice person." You can learn a lot from someone just from
about how they handle being bumped into by a stranger.
Yeah, I bumped into her. I said, "I make recaps." She was like, "Bye," and then she took her zone A and walked away.
I love this. I think this is like so cute and fun. This kind of sends a different message than like the sort of like, I'm sexy and I'm doing fine without you. It sends that like I'm fun.
Yeah, because Hannah's
got
I'm
like doing fine without you.
Funeral director energy right here. Like there's something a little morose about just a black dress with like the bedazzling, and then of course I'll be honest. Again, I have no credentials towards anything. I think this is a hideous looking dress, and I know you're too kind to say it. This
is a beautiful dress. She looks amazing in it.
I just don't get fashion sometimes.
The ruching is like, it's really accentuating her curves. I think she looks lovely, and having the long sleeves I think is really nice on this dress because it has the low V and because it's mini and showing a lot of leg. It's like if you're showing a little skin in one place, you want to be a little more conservative in the other. I just think this is a really nice dress, and I think she looks great in it.
Well, agree to disagree. I'm like, I don't like it. You're like, the ruching. I'm like, I don't know what that means. But good. Okay, so yeah, that's and again, I think
this is fun. This is also fun. It's conservative. She looks hot, but like, yeah, now, it's got the sparkles.
Just to lead into our next video we're gonna make right now, so make sure you're subscribed. We're gonna do a little, just a quick video on Tayshia because she's transcending Bachelor Nation. I mean, she's on Cosmo. She's in the billboards. She was in the Hamptons over the weekend. And I don't know if it's her style or if she's just got good mentors, but she's like crushing it out of the park.
Some people are just naturally very good at their style, and she might be one of them. She makes it all look very effortless, so I wouldn't be surprised.
All right, so we'll get into that. Again, go follow Tasha at Tasha Courtney on Instagram. I'm Dave Neal at D Neals. I got my channel over there, a bunch of content.
But we didn't give Katie any advice. You're trying to wrap up this video right now?
No, please. What do we tell Katie to do?
All right. So let's talk about the looks that we've liked so far on Katie. I really enjoyed there was this one dress. Maybe you can pull it up on my website.
You keep talking and I'll pull it up.
She wore a beautiful long-sleeved mini deep V dress that had rhinestone horizontal straps. I thought that was so beautiful, and it really fits the vibe of what these previous bachelorettes have worn for their Men Tell All. Now, obviously, I'm not telling her to like repeat her outfit. You're gonna have to scroll down. It's from episode 2.
Oh, a nice, what'd you call that again?
Cowl neck.
Cowl.
And Tayshia, she rocks the cowl.
She rocks a good
looks
cowl.
so good in a cowl neck.
And you're saying it's because she has a larger chest and it doesn't, it
really
there.
accentuates the chest, but without like being too much.
So if anyone wants to go to this is Tasha, and this is our blog, wearetodotravels.com, and you can see, of course, we made the video on Friday, all of this similar outfits to the looks that have been featured on the show. So if you don't want the $900 version, you can get the $100 version. So there's different looks here. But we're clicking our way down to
it should be coming up in just a moment. It's the next one. There it is. I really nope.
Oh, you
don't
have her in the thing?
No.
Okay.
You know, this is hard work. This is a
like
work in
Michael
progress
Jackson,
here.
Madonna, like shoulder pads.
I think it has a similar vibe to the ones that the previous Bachelorettes have worn, where it's like sort of conservative but also sexy. Like it shows off with a deep V, but it covers up with the sleeves.
Yeah, it seems like she likes a lot of that, where she'll have like different things going on.
And she wears a lot of mini dresses. So I feel like that's probably her personal preference to wear a mini dress. But if she didn't want to wear a mini dress, I also think she looks killer in a maxi. I mean, just scroll down to her night one outfit. She looks stunning
When you say
here.
maxi, it's because it's full leg?
It's full length.
Midi
So she
maxi.
looks so beautiful in a full-length dress. I would love to see her in a full-length maxi with like a bias cut. Because
she needs to wear that.
I mean, yeah,
what up, players?
That's a red hot dress
Katie,
for men.
put that on. Walk out with a cigarette and just be like, I'm running the show.
I like this too. I like this as an option too. But back to before you interrupted me, I would love to see her in a full length. So if this bottom right, let me just zoom in on it. Bottom left, I mean. Okay, that's as much as I could do. This 365 right ruched. Okay, that dress, but in maxi length or this length. I like this length too. That dress, it's a little conservative in that it's a longer length. She's pretty covered up here, but it's bias cut cowl. It's gonna hug the body and really accentuate the curves.
Do you have a red lipstick that you like a go-to? How do you do you go matching color? Like what's the standard there?
I don't know. I mean, she can do whatever she wants, but yeah, I do love a red lip. I don't know if I would want a red lip and a red dress. Maybe.
I don't know how it works.
Maybe. But yeah, I think honestly, Katie, she can't go wrong.
Well, Reddit will find a way. Reddit will find a way to not enjoy whatever she puts out.
But she looks beautiful in a full-length dress. I know that she really likes, because we have seen a lot of her in tight form-fitting mini dresses. So I know she really likes that. So if she wants to lean toward a mini dress, something similar to the black with the sleeves with the deep V, I think would be really nice. Or I mean, maybe step out of her comfort zone and go for another maxi. She looks like $1 million every time she wears a maxi.
All right, Katie. Well, listen, you did ask for advice, so take it or leave it. But if you do end up taking our advice, little shout out of Men Tell All. Thanks to Tasha and Dave. We are Tadatra, whatever.
I don't think Katie is watching this video,
shout out.
honey. But if
Just
she does,
pull on your ear if you know.
If she does watch this video, you're going to be wonderful. So don't stress about it.
And also leave those boys weeping. You know what I mean? Leave them weeping. We'll have to see how it goes. Are we all good on this one?
Yeah, we're all good.
All right, so we're going to go get on to our next content talking about Tayshia. So hit the subscribe button. And she's talking. Oh, you do the outro. You introduce yourself.
I'm Tasha Courtney, and this is Dave Neal. And thanks for tuning in to Tasha's Take, Fashion of the Bachelorette.
Bye, everybody.